Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you as always. Today we're going to cover an auditor I've never heard of or seen before. He's only got like 5 videos on his channel. Been around since 2017, got around 140 subscribers. Goes by Conhduct NX2 Jr. Whatever the heck that means. But anyway, this is him getting arrested because he had a low tire on his car and he started screaming at customers at a mechanic shop, and he finally got arrested for disorderly conduct. So let's check out this clown. Here we go.
Good morning.
Good morning.
He's like, God dang it, you again.
Well, that's a different one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
you've got a disgruntled customer.
Yes.
Who's out there exercising
For no
his First
reason.
Amendment rights.
Yes.
To put up a sign that
606 County.
your guy believes we're going to damage his car.
606.
Very aggressive, disrespectful.
Yeah. He was calling our customer name.
and raising his voice, just being disrespectful.
Yep.
Well, check this out. It looks like they might know who this guy is. He's an idiot out there doing his First Amendment nonsense. Anyway, let's see what happens.
And it's not like we didn't take his tire off and look at it. He's suggesting that we repaired his car yesterday.
6206,
and,
go ahead.
he came in this morning saying his tire was flat. We curbed the tire. That we hit the curb, punctured his tire. So I took the tire off, we soaped it down, and it's clearly leaking from the valve stem core. I said, look at this core. It's a $200 tire. It's all fun. He's being very disrespectful and aggressive. So
Yeah.
Asked Todd to see if he could do something for me.
And then he came in here and was
Well, very much
was
so.
nasty.
Yeah.
What was he saying to you guys?
Well, he started out being, calm. He's like, I'm not saying anything, but, tire was full yesterday. When I left here, it was flat. So I said, take a look at it and see what we're doing. And I said, I took the tire off. I soaked it all up, and the only leak that I see from the tire is the actual core and valve stem. I said, you need a valve stem, but on that, it's a TPMS where it has the TPMS, it's a chipset and a little metal valve stem. So and it's not like a rubber one that you put on a conventional tire.
So where's his car now?
His wife has it.
His wife has it.
616 County.
Went to work, so he just.
So the tire is full now, and his wife's using it and driving
You
it.
can clear 6213.
Does he owe you money?
Ontario Sergeant.
He put 41 pounds of pressure in it yesterday, and it has 39 this morning. So it's not like it's completely flat, but it has a very small leak from the valve stem.
Yeah.
That's really the truth.
Okay. And is he straight with you? Is he square with you money-wise?
Oh,
things
yeah,
like that?
money-wise, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
But then he came in here, and what was he saying to this young lady? Just
CUNT.
6206 County.
call her.
Yeah, the fucking
Yes.
bitch.
6206, go ahead.
For no reason. Because I was telling him, I'm like,
You chose back to the station 1 mail custody from Escalation County.
start bugging.
I can't quite figure out what's going on here, but apparently he brought his car in. He had some work done on it. When the car left the shop, one of the tires was going low. He brought it back. They checked it out. It was a valve stem in the tire, and it was leaking. So they fixed it, put a new valve stem in it. And then he comes back the next day after the car's fine, and he's just going crazy over something that they had no control over. I don't get it. Well, maybe we'll figure it out.
Seems like a peach, huh?
What's that?
5956.
Seems like a peach, huh?
Yeah.
Did you talk to him yet?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, so the biggest thing is he's obviously just a disgruntled customer. But the biggest thing is he was in here causing a problem. She's a customer, and he's in here calling her names and,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, it makes
getting mouthy with her.
I do too. It just cringe. It makes me cringe.
Dispatch 6211. 6211.
Question. I'm talking to you.
Just advising everyone wants
Were you talking to you?
for an active
Or
fire.
the customer? No, I came in here and picked up my car.
10-4.
He complained about this condition. I got it back in, and then when he asked me to leave, I left. And now I'm on a public sidewalk. Anything else?
So what'd you say to the customer in there?
I don't answer questions. And I responded to you. I don't answer question.
What did you say to the customer?
If you want to get a judge to like order me to do it, then I would do it. But
A judge to order you to answer questions?
yeah, they're the only one that can make you answer a question. So
Really?
yeah.
It's not really quite how that works.
I mean,
okay,
it's
especially
virtually enough. I don't have to answer your
when we're conducting an investigation, which we
Absolutely.
are, because there's an accusation that you were in there, that you're in there yelling and swearing at people and
Okay.
using obscene language in a public setting.
Okay.
Which is called
private property, but anyway.
disorderly conduct.
Yeah.
It's a public setting. It doesn't matter whether it's public property or not.
For a
When you're in a
follow-up
public
for
setting and
Grand
you're
Island
using
Town
obscene language, and that's upsetting multiple people in there, then it's what's called disorderly conduct, which is a violation of law. And when we're conducting that investigation, you are obligated to do things like give your name, date of birth, things like
yeah,
that,
for sure.
identify yourself, okay?
If you're
so
going
on
to
and so
mandate
forth.
that, I'll give you that.
If
I'm
you
just
want to
gonna answer
stand
your
out
question.
here, and if you want to stand out here and hold up a sign, you can. The problem is when you cross the line and you go in and you start yelling and swearing at people.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a problem.
This morning I
that's a
was
violation of law.
I'll tell you this.
okay?
This
Do you
morning
have
I was
identification on you, sir?
to get my car. No.
Okay. What's your last name?
Or I'm sorry, to complain about the condition of my car.
Okay. What's your last name, sir? How do you spell that, Mr. McLaughlin?
And you're saying if I don't give it to you, you'll arrest me, right?
It's considered
You're going
obstruction.
to arrest me if I don't give you
It's
my
considered obstruction if you don't, because we're conducting an investigation.
Okay.
Right. So it's called
I'm
obstruction
just
of.
verifying.
Yeah. Yep.
MCLO.
MCLO
LO UGH
UGH
LIN.
LIN. Mr. McLaughlin, what's your first name, sir?
Connor. CONNER.
And Connor, do you have a middle initial, sir?
J.
And what's your date of birth? 93. Okay.
So it looks like this fella's protesting the garage over something they had no control over because he had a low tire. They fixed it for him, and he's upset with them. So he goes in and starts cussing at customers and calling them effing bitches and things like that. My question is, why is his wife gone with the car, gone to work, and he's standing out there in the middle of the day with a sign? Doesn't this guy have a job? I kind of doubt it.
So what happened with your vehicle? What's the problem that's got you this upset that you're going to
I dropped my vehicle off
your
here
time off?
yesterday. First I had to wait 3 weeks for them to see it.
Okay.
Make 3 different appointments for them to see it.
Yeah.
But when I got it back, the back right tire was completely flat. It's a brand new tire, $200.
They put the tire on here?
No, they didn't have to do anything to the
Okay.
tires. And I got my car back. The tire was completely flat.
Yeah.
Go fill it up. It's flat 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
So something happened in the time it was here. I can't prove it, which is totally justifiable, valid, can't prove it, so they're not obligated, but I know that something happened to my tire here.
Yeah.
So I'm just holding a sign up on public sidewalk.
And what did they do about the tire? They didn't, when you said something, did they not make it right at all?
My girlfriend brought it here this morning because we just picked it up last night.
Yeah.
And he checked it.
Yeah.
And they couldn't find any bubbles coming out except from the valve stem.
Right.
And he didn't want to do anything about it. And then when I got here, he tried saying that there's no leak. I said, you saw the bubbles coming out of the valve stem.
Yeah, he told me there was a leak. There seemed to be a leak out of the valve stem.
You're starting to irritate me. Get out of here. And so I walked out, and however that went, and I left.
And where's your vehicle now?
My girlfriend has it.
Okay, so she's driving the vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have to fill the tire up when she leaves work. Yeah.
Okay. All right. An odd way to spend your time over a valve stem.
I'm going to be here every fucking week, dude. Every fucking week. I'm going to be right in this spot with this sign.
Hey, listen to this.
So he's having a fit over a 99-cent valve stem. I guess he doesn't want to pay for it? I don't know. A valve stem is where you put air into your tires. It's the valve that keeps the air from coming back out. And they go bad all the time. If you don't have a cap on them, a little piece of dirt, you can get in there and hold it partially open. And it sounds like his wife's driving the car around, no problem.
And you can tell them that. Tell them not to waste your time calling you down here anymore unless I start screaming.
Well, like I said, the problem is not so much you stand here. The problem is when you go inside and you start using obscene language, you can't.
That, but they came out here and said I was going to get arrested for slander.
Well.
So they're
You've got First Amendment rights. I know that.
I'm fully aware of that.
Yeah, no big deal. But like I said, when you go in and you start harassing customers, it's a different thing. Okay, it's a different story.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not going to go back on their property and whatever I said in my
6207 County. You copy a name and date of birth.
No problem, go ahead.
It's gonna be a white male, last name Michael Charles Lincoln, Ocean Union, Georgia. Middle J is in John. Date of birth 031.
And we'll be speeding through some of the dead air here.
Yep.
Copy. Ah, you were out there working on the back right tire last night.
Yep. Did you guys arrest anybody after the second time?
So you knew there was a problem with that back right tire. You were saying that the
Yeah, I picked it up yesterday.
Yeah, I saw you trying to you were spraying water on it trying to look for a leak last night. Did you find a leak while you were doing that?
Just in the stem.
Just in that stem, same way.
I wish I found a leak because I could have plugged it, but it's in the stem.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck
Dispatch
happened.
9807, are you at the station?
And you think that they did something to it that
I know for? Listen, I don't have like picture evidence that my tire wasn't flat when I dropped it off. So I'm not
Dispatch
trying to like,
9802.
Yeah, right.
But I personally know that I dropped my car off and my tire pressure light wasn't on, and my car didn't feel like I had a flat tire. And then 6 to 8 hours later, I picked it up and it's completely flat.
Well, it sounds like his tire had a problem to start with, to me. Anyway, what could the mechanic have possibly done to the valve stem to make the tire leak? There's nothing you can do. Like I said, a piece of dirt probably got in the stem and held it open a little bit. That's probably all it is. You pull out the center of it and you replace it with a little 99-cent deal, air valve, and it's all fixed. But he wanted to go in there and start screaming at people instead of trying to work it out.
You stated
have to wonder,
she's
all right,
just looking
does
to
it have
see if
like
she
a
left her
15
phone in the
to 20
bathroom.
small leak?
Is there a
Right. Or a major
And
leak.
20 minutes later, it's flat again. So something happened.
So
Because I got in my car yesterday morning, it wasn't flat. It would have been flat then, and drove it over here, and it was okay.
Right.
And as I'm talking to him about it, he wants to say, "You're starting to irritate me because I'm not just taking no for an answer," and walks away.
Yeah.
And now I'll be here every week, dude, with this sign. That's perfectly legal. Every week I'm going to be here. Go tell your boss. Every week, dude. You've picked on somebody that has nothing but time, dude.
Again, the language.
It's free speech.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Just so you know, when you're...
Yes, it is.
Listen,
what I just did is free speech.
Foul language in a public setting, if it disturbs somebody, is not
Dude,
free speech.
I can put back in my truck. Okay?
You can say that to me all you want.
I can say that in public.
You can't.
Unless I'm doing it to cause a disturbance.
Listen,
but if it's my general language, I'm allowed to say whatever I want.
If somebody's offended by it, though, it becomes...
You're not the feelings police, dude. It's freedom of speech. Do you really want to enforce something like that? What do you think's going to happen in 20 years? What are you talking about?
I would absolutely enforce something like that. We do it all the time.
Understandable to ridiculous.
Well, it's because you're not listening.
You're in a conversation.
You're correct. You most...
Sure, you can use the F word or any kind of language you want out in public as long as you're not directing it at anyone like customers in the tire shop there or the mechanic shop that have absolutely nothing to do with it. You just turned around and you started arguing with somebody that works at the garage, which, you don't need to be doing that. You're just escalating things. You're an idiot.
You don't.
I can stand on a corner
Disorderly
and yell
conduct.
to random people. What are you talking about?
You can't. That's not freedom of speech. Just like you can't.
Interacting with
just
third
like
party.
Is
this interacting with third party?
Just like being in a theater where you can't yell fire. That's not free speech.
Private property. Limited public forum.
It doesn't matter about the property.
Limited public forum. It matters how it's classified.
Well, I'll tell you what. You continue to do it. When you get arrested for it, you can then explain it to the judge and try to give your theory of what you believe is correct.
Is your opinion that this is interacting with third parties? Right? Like me holding this up.
Yeah, sure. You're showing it to other people,
I can put a pussy slut on the back of my pickup truck window, which would also be interacting with third parties, and there's nothing you can do.
The difference is you're in a public setting and you're talking to somebody. You're verbalizing it, okay? There's a difference.
Okay.
And it's in the law.
Well, you can
it's
tell
under
them if they don't
disorderly
come up to
conduct
me and talk to me, I'm not going to be yelling over to them.
Okay.
But I am going to be here every single week.
And that's fine. Like I said, that's your prerogative, whatever, unless we know something else or we're given... I'm officer.
Sergeant?
No, just officer.
Okay.
Just a patrolman.
Well, guess what, genius? You're not going to be there every week because you're going to get arrested for disorderly conduct and be trespassed from the property. So, yeah, that's going to keep it real simple.
That's why I said the problem is when you cross the line is when you go in and you start calling people names inside using obscene language.
Car on a public roadway.
All right, I'm not going to argue with you. You enjoy here, but if you continue to use obscene language that bothers other people, you are going to be arrested for it, okay? I'm just letting you know.
But okay.
You can doubt it all you want,
Doubt
but...
it'll go the way you
He
want.
was asking
Okay.
if you could move your car. He's trying to get that.
So he swore to you, but he didn't make any threats to you, did he? Did he make any
No,
threats
he just
to you? Anyway?
he just called me a fucking bitch and
Yeah.
see you next Tuesday and all that other fun
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not against the law.
Right, yeah, and that's why I wanted to make sure,
hate
because
that word. Ugh.
if there was something that I could arrest him for, I would, but unfortunately, being out there, obscene language here, not in our presence. We have to observe it in order for it to be a violation of law.
Well, officer, your dreams are going to be granted because he's going to do that right in front of you, so you have an excuse to arrest him. So let's continue.
And we didn't, unfortunately, but that's why I wanted to make sure if he made a threat, then that's something I can take a complaint on and arrest him for. But
Oh no, I would have just not.
yeah. Okay. All right.
So tickets.
We're gonna see you.
What
I'm
does the
not
sign say?
going anywhere just yet. It says that they'll break. This place will break the vehicle. Will damage the vehicle.
Okay, thank you. I just trying to figure out what it says.
Yeah. So I recognize he was out last night outside in front of his house. Because we had a disturbance down on, he lives in the city here.
Yes.
And we had a disturbance in the area, and he was working on that back tire last night, like looking for leaks and stuff on it last night. So I know he, had some sort of an issue with it, but
Yeah, and he brought it over
the problem is he can't. He even knows, he admitted that he has no proof that it was done here.
Right.
But he believes it was.
Right.
And that's all.
We curbed the tire, but
I mean,
there's no damage to the tire.
He
Yeah.
could have done it
Yeah.
at any point from then till now.
Yeah.
No, not allowed.
He looks.
I want one. I'm gonna go with you looking for one.
I got lucky
picture of
twice.
Mom, who looks like Xander, and Dad, and he's gonna look like Dad.
So if I'm
I really did.
He's saying this is valve stem.
It
What
is.
you guys did fucking engine work.
Yeah.
You did spark plugs.
Yeah, so we curbed it.
if there's
If I can put a $2 valve in it, I will.
if while we're here anybody gets offended by his obscene language,
Yeah.
let us know. Then we've got
Okay.
cause
Yeah.
to
Remove.
to take him for disorderly conduct.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather not see him arrested, but
Yeah.
it's very unreasonable.
I'd rather not arrest him. I'd rather him just go on his way. And,
Idiot.
Like, I have a dog that got me home. The people backed out of the purchase. So I was like, I'm on my way. No, God, no.
Look at your freaking, you look like your father.
Wow.
He'll be way over 100 pounds.
Like his dad.
Oh,
the size of those paws, yeah.
You haven't seen a picture of his dad, have you? His dad is freaking huge.
His dad is about
Yeah.
130
Oh, yeah.
pounds.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's gonna be a daddy's boy.
He's actually great. So they both
He came up and gave him $1. Thought he was homeless.
Well, that's what I thought when I pulled up. Yeah, that's all right. If he's standing there, he's leaving someone else alone, so I don't care.
Yeah, right.
That's the thing I told
as well as
Sarah.
I do is it's not going to deter somebody who's coming up to give you business anyways. That
God,
sign
yeah.
is not going to deter them
You
anyways.
can't read it unless you stop right on
Right,
top of it.
right. And if I told him, the only thing I told him was, as far as his language and stuff,
Yeah.
if he's out there using obscene language and it's disturbing other people, then it's a disorderly conduct charge and he can be arrested for it. And,
Yeah, because he was calling me.
yeah, so.
Not necessary.
You'll take
Yep.
me out like both guys.
Hell, that car had no damage before it got here, right?
Fucking talk to me.
Okay, I don't know.
Did you tell her I'm gonna be here every week?
We hear you, pal. Everybody
All right.
knows you have no job and you'll
I
be
told you
here.
already once about the language. I'm not going to tell you again, okay?
About the fucking what?
Yeah, okay. Okay, there we go. That's enough. They're offended by it. Yep. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back, sir. Okay? You're going to be arrested at this point for disorderly conduct and obscene language, okay? Yep.
That keys in my pocket.
I explained it to you and...
I'm freedom of speech. Yeah.
I'll be back tomorrow, don't worry.
As long as you're not using obscene language.
Dispatch 6211.
6211.
You do cheeseburgers?
Just advising of a call. I am pending. It's going to be a phone call. The complainant.
I wasn't rude till your boss called me irritating and walked away from the conversation.
I'm calling it irritating and doing what you're doing are two totally different things.
Well, yeah, I didn't say they weren't.
Hey, if this is the way you want to spend your life.
That her kids go to every day.
I'll just do some work.
Yeah. We'll bust out the paperwork and get it done.
3.
Yeah, these frauditors are just so convinced they know the law, but they always end up in the back of a police car in jail. It's just ridiculous. It's crazy. What a way to spend your life. His wife's out working hard today while he's getting arrested, holding a cardboard sign, swearing at customers at a tire shop. Very good. Very brilliant. Brilliant way to make a living.
Yeah, I would disagree, but
opinion of possibly fact, but opinion of me being disorderly and directly going against that.
That's not being disrespectful to me. That's just violating the law.
Disrespectful to you as well.
Well, I think you've been disrespectful just the way you've been talking.
Well, that's the way I talk, sir. It's my freedom of speech thing.
Indeed it is. You have that right.
What's that?
Not the first person.
Yeah, saying. You don't think there was swearing there last night? I can't wait to get that body cam footage.
There was lots of swearing there last night.
Yeah, absolutely. Why you
Dispatch
so adamant about it then?
And there you have it, the end of the video. Another one bagged and tagged and spending some quality time in the Gray Bar Hotel. Somebody else covered this video. Let me show you how that went for him. Auditors of America covered this video, and he covered it 5 hours ago and he got 91 views. I'm thinking I'm going to get a little bit better than that. I don't know. Let's see if we can't get more than 91 views, folks. Like, subscribe, share the videos. Do what you do. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. Thanks for watching the video. Hit that like button. Do all that stuff that you do. Alright, we'll talk to you later. Love ya. Bye.